Thanks for taking some time with me today to talk about the Adventure Toolkit. You know, Unity is pretty awesome, and sometimes it just needs a little help to get going. Hopefully, this doesn't mean that you have to stop what you're doing in order to have fun. Let me explain what I mean. Typically, what happens when you want to make a game is you think about the environment that you want to have. Let's say it's a dungeon, and it's a dark dungeon. And you want your player to go down the hallway and get to the door, because behind the door there's going to be some bad guy. Okay, we're already having fun here, right? I would like to make that in the game and then have it do what I want. But unfortunately, what tends to happen is you're here in the level trying to make your door open. But wait a minute, before you can get the door to open, you're going to need to learn to do some code. So let's get into Unity and let's create a C# script. And now we're going to call this move door. And now in Visual Studio, we're going to take that script and we're going to look at the function. No, I'm already bored. I was having fun for a while. You remember that? We were having fun making this game do its thing, and now instead I'm having to learn about functions and variables, and I'm having to learn JavaScript or C# script, and this is the opposite of fun. This is not fun. Instead, what I would like to do is just use extra components or extra tools in Unity that do those very common game coding tasks, like moving the door. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So here in Unity, again, let's get rid of this script because we don't need it with the Adventure Toolkit. Let's pretend like we already made our dungeon, because we did. And what we're going to do is take this door and we're going to swing it open. It's that easy in the editor. Why couldn't it be that easy when I want it to move in the game? So let's take a new game object and make our own tool. We're going to call it the mover tool, and we're going to go to our component menu just like any other component tool that Unity gives you, like a light or a camera. I'm going to go to the Adventure Toolkit folder. I'm going to go to the Action folder. In this case, that's where the mover tool is. There's actually a couple of them, but this one will simply take the door and move it to a particular target. The target is another game object, and it just saves the rotation that I want the door to move in. In other words, rotate that much, please. So now the mover tool can have a target to move to. I might even give it a delay. I might let it move over a couple of seconds, and I would like to make sure that it rotates the right way. In fact, there's a large manual to help you with each property on each tool if you're stuck, but you shouldn't be, because it's pretty simple. So here in Unity, I've got my mover tool set up to move my door to this target. Let's hit play and see what happens. So after a couple of seconds, the door opened. And that's it. I don't have to worry about learning to code or learning a new interface. I can simply use this tool and then keep my focus on the thing that I want to do, the art or the design or maybe the programming. If you want to, you can spend your time now working on the hard stuff and leave the easy stuff to the Adventure Toolkit. That's the point. If I'm here and I'm making my game, I don't want to worry about whether it is code that I need to do or a different tool that I need to buy on the asset store. I just want my things to work, and that way I can get right back to what I was doing before and have fun with my game, because that's the fun part, right? The Adventure Toolkit gives you these tools as a simple add-on to Unity. 64 tools making up the most common game coding tasks that you don't need to write any code for. They all work together, they work the way you want, and they'll even work with custom code or other tools you find on the asset store most of the time. The idea is that then making games can be just as fun as playing them. Thank you for your time.